Hello, Mallards. It is Saturday. Today I judged a middle school thespians festival. It was really fun. I did ensemble acting again, had an absolute blast. Really enjoyed watching the performers. Saw one girl in particular do some amazing, physical contortion and movement. Like, she crawled around on the floor as the drama, and twisted her body around in really interesting ways and just created a fascinating character that I was super impressed by. Also saw some other fantastic scene work. I'm really impressed by the people we awarded Best in Show to. Just had an absolute blast. Really, really, really enjoyed it. I love watching students perform. It's neat to see their enthusiasm for stuff like this, especially I feel like at the middle school level. Like, what's different between middle school and high school is that the middle school students are just either super nervous or really excited, or both, like super nervous before it starts and then really excited when it's going. And the high schoolers take themselves a little more seriously, which I do understand, but it does lose a little bit of the fun that I definitely had with the middle schoolers today. So that was great. And then I came home and we watched the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, and it was an absolute delight. It's only 45 minutes, so you definitely have time for it. Just enjoy a watch. It's irreverent, it's hilarious, it doesn't really have a lot of weight to it, but that's okay. It does sort of give you an interesting idea. Like, clearly it's set after Thor Love and Thunder because Thor is not there, and the Guardians are rebuilding nowhere. And Peter's just really busy. And they're he's been really sad. And so they decide that the only solution is to get him the best Christmas present ever. And obviously, the best Christmas present ever is to bring his hero, Kevin Bacon, as a gift. And so it is just Mantis and Drax going to Earth and acquiring Kevin Bacon. And it's a delightful romp. I feel like Kevin Bacon probably had a lot of fun doing this film. I feel like everybody was just having a blast, being absolutely ridiculous. I think there was just all right, so these are the scenes we're getting into, and we're just going to let Palm and Dave just do what they want. Just go crazy, do what feels good to you, and let's just make it happen. And it really, really did feel that way. But it's a delightful romp. It's got a nice heart to it, too, like the Guardians tend to. That's sort of how they balance, right? They're hilarity and over the top and kind of slapstick comedy, much more than most of the rest of the MCU. But then they have this ooey gooey center. And so we got to the ooey gooey center, and there was gift giving and there were beautiful Christmas lights. And I just super enjoyed it. Had a great time. I feel like it fixed, one of the problems that I had with Infinity War, which was that when Bucky turned to dust, his arm didn't drop for Rocket to have. And I thought that that was a crime. So Nebula actually gifted him Bucky's arm. I have a lot of questions about that. For sure. Did she go to Wakanda and ask for another arm? Or did she actually take Bucky's arm and he needs another arm? Or I don't know what the deal is, but she did gift him a Winter Soldier arm. And I thought that that was very sweet. Shows, the great relationship between Nebula and Rocket that we all don't really get to experience but really need. And yeah, it was just fun. So recommend checking that out. Let me know if you've seen it and what you thought and what your favorite parts were. And I will see you tomorrow.